Hello, and welcome to a new edition of things called as you can see here, I got my kitchen kind of set up. And yeah, so if you can't figure it out from that stuff, which I do move my hands kind of quickly, just saying, I'm gonna be doing cheesesteaks. Now, the first thing you should notice is I got all my together. So, the first thing that you need to do, aside from preheating that, is to actually season this. Now, one of the things I use is this McCormick Grill Mates Spicy Montreal Steak. Okay, let me just take that because I am right-handed. We just dab that all in there, right? Usually I freeze my meat, and then I'll let it thaw, but when it's fresh like this, it's actually a lot better. So, try to do both sides with the spicy Montreal steak. You might be like, oh, well, you know, I don't like, you know, the spiciness. Well, that's fine, because McCormick also makes a non-spicy Montreal steak, which kind of defeats the purpose of Montreal steak, in my opinion. But what are you going to do if you don't like spicy? So I also have this here, and this is chopped onion. It's actually like dehydrated onion, kind of like they do at the McDonald's. I'm putting this on because I like that oniony taste. So, just sprinkle that crap in there. Okay. So, we got that all sprinkled on there. You also notice that I cut up onions. That's for later. So, what we do, take this onion side down, and you know, you just put it in the pan. So, it's been about 4 minutes. And I am going to flip them over now. Again, it's going to be kind of tricky with the whole one-handed thing, but I manage. So one thing about cooking steak is the thicker the meat, the longer it takes to cook fully through. I typically like my steak somewhere in between medium rare and well done. Well done is actually fine, in my opinion, but I do like those juices. Juices on a good steak is pretty good. So now, what you want to do is take said onions that I had cut up earlier, and I like a lot of onions. And you're just going to put them on top. Now, this is going to be cooking for another 3 to 5 minutes, and when you flip them again, all these onions actually are going to get all mixed up. Just fine. And you might be like, oh, well, Matt, I don't really like, say, onions on my sandwiches. Well, I do, so you're following my recipe. That's what this calls for. You could remove them if you want, though. While the onions are being cooked, what I'm going to do, though, is I'm actually going to get the bread ready. Now, what you do see here is some French rolls, which have some pepper jack cheese on them, and just put them in. And you don't want them to cook for a super long time, or else you're just going to get toast. So, what I do, I try to put it on a very slight toast scale, so somewhere about, yeah, right there should be fine. You don't want them too dark. You really don't want them too dark. You just want that cheese all melted and ready to go when you put the meat on there. So, that's what we're doing. So, I flipped the steaks over. I had to get my charger because, well, apparently my battery level was low. And the, the rolls actually weren't, softened enough to my liking, so I decided to leave them in the toaster even more and make them more, well, into toast, so I can melt that cheese. But the heat from the steaks will also help melt that cheese, and it's almost just about done. You see this toasted bread to cheese consistency? This is what we kind of want. So it's actually 11:22, It's a little bit early, but you know what? Man Wolf is gonna take these off the skillet because he is getting actually really hungry. So if they're a little bit rare, oh well, they're juices, and we have antibodies to keep the germs away. Let me just do that. I guess. Move that up. You want as much of that grilled onion on there as you can. And these may not be Philly cheesesteaks, but damn it, these are Mad Wolf cheesesteaks. From what I understand, they don't use pepper jack cheese in Philly. So, gonna get that on there, and we're gonna enjoy our dinner. You can, of course, garnish it, whatever side dish you want, but in my particular case, I like Cool Ranch Doritos. I got nacho cheese for the Arctic fixing. Got my grubby little mitts in this bag here. My grubby little mitt is kind of stuck in this bag. Give me a second.
Thank you.
You can, of course, drink whatever the hell you want with these dead cow sandwiches, but the truth of the matter is I do really like this Easy Apple Angry Orchard, and I do know that Arctic Vixen likes the sinful apple. Okay, it's some kind of cinnamon thing, and it is also made by Angry Orchard. So this is our dead cow sandwich that we are going to enjoy with our chips and our beers, ales, whatever. And hopefully you like this recipe. If not, whatever.